So recently, I have been addicted to this new anime called Erased. Erased is a Japanese fantasy thriller that follows the life of Satoru Fujinuma, a man who possesses an ability that sends him back in time moments before a life-threatening incident. You can watch new and old episodes of Erased over at Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is a destination for the most authentic anime experience you can find outside of Japan. Today I'm offering you guys a 30-day free trial of Crunchyroll Premium. With this, you can enjoy unlimited anime, manga, and drama titles. All episodes are professionally subtitled and ad-free in 1080p, and you can enjoy all of this across all your devices. So what are you waiting for? Try out Crunchyroll Premium for 1 month free using my personalized link in the description below. Welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon countdown video. Pokemon Sun and Moon are going to be the sequels to X and Y in one way or another. Whether it's not a direct sequel, it's still a follow-up to X and Y. It's something that comes after. You know how Generation 5 improved on Generation 4, Generation 6 improved on Generation 5. So they weren't direct sequels to those games, but they did incorporate things from those games. As I'm sure everybody knows, Pokemon X and Y had the sundial, and it was a very mysterious thing. Even Professor Sycamore went to go study it from time to time because he didn't know what was going on. Strangely enough, there's one of those hex maniacs, those girls with the weird eyes that look like they're about to eat you. There's one of them standing outside of the sundial, right next to the entrance, and she asks you if you know that there are moondials too. But she's not actually asking you if there are moondials, she's pretty much telling you that there are moondials. So this basically confirms the existence of moondials in the Pokemon universe. It's really weird though, because we don't know what the sundial does to begin with. There are some theories, but nobody knows for sure what the sundial is gonna do, so how are we supposed to know what the moondial is gonna do, and why did they have a hex maniac tell us about the moondials? Why hint at the moondial? We don't know what the sundial does, like what are we supposed to think about this? When you really think about it though, it's not actually that strange, because Game Freak always tends to hint at their upcoming games one way or another. The reason why I brought this to your attention is because it confirms the existence of moondials. So since we didn't see a moondial in X and Y, we'll probably see a moondial in Sun and Moon. But does that mean that there is more than one sundial? Because as far as we know, the only sundial that exists is in Kalos. So if there's a moondial, we can expect it to be the only moondial in wherever it is. And if that's the case, then it's going to be really interesting, because how are you going to show a moondial and then have the sundial? Like, okay, so think about it like this. If there's a moondial and it's exclusive to Pokemon Moon, how are they going to keep the sundial exclusive to Pokemon Sun if the sundial is in Kalos? It's all very interesting speculation, because in your mind, you're probably like, oh, what if Pokemon Sun has Kalos and Pokemon Moon has a new region? That wouldn't make any sense. I mean, sure, it would make sense, but not for sales, because people would definitely buy Moon over Sun. Nobody wants to go back, well, some people want to go back to Kalos, but not without experiencing a brand new region. So that wouldn't work. So how are they going to do this? Unless there's more than one sundial, that's the only way that this could work. But also, if there was more than one sundial, then how come Sycamore didn't mention that? I mean, he was at the sundial, and he was talking about it like it was this one-of-a-kind thing, yet he knows. I mean, I assume he knows. I assume he keeps in contact with other professors and other researchers, at least near the Kalos region, and that also brings up another point. If we're talking about moondials and sundials, and there's a sundial in the Kalos region, then that pretty much confirms that the next region is going to be very close by. Because you don't see sundials in Hoenn, or Kanto, or Johto, or Unova, so it sounds like this region is going to be really close by. Of course, this is just speculation based on what the Hex Maniac said, but you can't tell me that Game Freak put moondials there without having anything planned. Thank you guys for watching, make sure to click like, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.